This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
For the first time in Extreme Motorsports and 99.com ARCA history, we enter round 4 at Phoenix Raceway. Yes, this is the first time these drivers and the ARCA or KNN will be racing here. So with that said, what kind of action will we see at this 1 mile, very flat, low-banked tri-oval? Tires will probably be the biggest issue, along with braking points. We will get on that more in a minute for each driver. 130 laps of open dog leg action. Welcome everyone to and back to MaxSpeedTV. I am Joshua Medlock. Alongside with me tonight, back in the ARCA here, Gary Wells. Gary, glad to have you, bud, again here with me tonight. Still not 100%. Thank you so much, but Phoenix, man, first time for these ARCA cars, and really first time for Extreme in this series.
Yeah, this is a big night here tonight. It's the inaugural race. Who's going to win the first race of Phoenix? Who's going to solidify themselves as a championship? We got a lot going on here tonight, as it's a very tight points battle coming here to this evening. So a lot of people got a good chance to make or break their championship hopes here tonight at Phoenix.
Oh yeah, for sure. It could be a big potential make it or break it for sure. But let's go ahead and get down to it. We got about a little under 7 minutes left here in practice. We're going to go ahead and get down here to the pre-race analytics here real quick. Here real quick, air temp of 79, a track temp of 83. So rather cool track temp here this evening. 130 laps, that'll equal to 130 miles. Tire window at about 20 to 30 laps, Gary. Fuel window, we were kind of talking about that earlier. You can save some fuel here at Phoenix, so anywhere really between 45 and 50, 45 and 50 laps. It really even wouldn't put it past me, and I'm sure you too, Gary, for somebody might squeeze 51 laps out of it.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there could be some guys that could push that even further to 55, maybe even 60 laps here. You really can save a lot here at Phoenix, where that's getting back into the gas later, getting out of the throttle sooner, how hard you hit the gas, even clutching it sometimes in the corners. There's a lot you could do at Phoenix to save fuel, but from the bases that I've gotten from about 2 or 3 drivers here tonight, we're looking at around 49, 50 laps is what they were telling me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and, very, very, very tricky pit road speed here. 45, very, very slow pit road speed here at Phoenix. And the pace speed here is not that high either, only 55. So you're looking at about in-town driving in real life at about 55 miles per hour. So this track is not very fast on pit road or under pacing, but we are going to see speeds here from these drivers at about 150, 155, probably hitting 165 even, Gary, as we have seen in practice here. How do you think these drivers are really going to overtake the different braking points here, though?
I think it's going to be a crapshoot early on in the race, and that's nothing against these ARCA drivers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's if you don't run with these guys a lot and you don't go to a whole lot of short tracks, it really you just kind of have to wing it. There are some guys that'll break. There's 3 cones along the outside wall, 3, 2, and then 1. That indicates 300 yards, 200 yards, 100 yards before the corner. So some people are breaking at 300. Some people are breaking at 250, 200. Some people are breaking at 50 yards, So it's really just going to depend on what that driver's doing in their driving style. And then also the dog leg. We haven't really mentioned that yet, but that's going to be a key as well. Because you'll have some guys that'll run all the way down to the inside wall, and then you've got some guys that won't even go on the dog leg. So it's just a matter of just drivers paying attention here tonight and knowing their surroundings of where they're going to go on the racetrack.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, the open dog leg, as we see a couple of wrecks happening. This is just practice. Everybody trying to fill out this track. But, yeah, the open dog leg, I think that is really going to be one of the biggest factors here, because you can get a good run on the inside on the dog leg, but if you don't come out just right, it could make for trouble not only for you but for anybody that's around you.
Yeah, if you come off of turn number 2 and you're not low, you could really spin that car out going through the dog leg, because it slams the car. There's even some bumps in there. So it's just really important that if you do go for the dog leg, if you do go down to the apron on the brack straightaway, you're going to have to, just be mindful of what you got with your tires and those kind of things. And even coming back up, because remember, you got to make that entry for turn 3 too. So it's going to be really interesting here to see how these ARCA drivers, how they navigate early on in the race.
Yep, the ARCA drivers takes to Phoenix here tonight, but let's get down to what everybody's been waiting on here. Gary is going to go ahead and run through this very, very close battle here in the top 12 for the chase drivers. Gary, mic's yours, bud.
Yeah, so coming in here to tonight, we got Brian Wasserman. He is the point leader at no wins this season. Just want to point that out. Our top 3 don't have a single win. So he's leading with 1,111. Second place, we got Lane Doyle. He's got no wins either. He's got 2 top 5, 7 top 10s on the season. He's got 1,110. Brian Wasserman just has a 1-point lead. Then we've got a 3-way tie for third between Brendan L. Book, Jake Bustos, and Brad Slaughter Jr. Brad Slaughter, of course, has the most wins in ARCA this season with 4. They are 7 points behind our point leader. Then in sixth place, we've got Brad Wetzel. He's got 1,097. And then seventh place, Rodrigo Loga. He's seventh. He's got 1,094. Eighth place, we've got Kyle Knapp with 1,080. And ninth place, we've got Pierce Moffitt with 1,076. 10th place, we've got Patrick Moore with 1,074. And 11th place, we've got James Shanewolf with 1,045. And rounding out the field for the chase, it's going to be Eli Green. He's got 1,023 points.
All right. Well, that is our rundown here. Yeah, as we were talking about, very, very close here in the point standings. I don't want to count out anybody here in the top 12, Gary, but right now it is not looking very promising for position 11 and 12 here. James Shanewolf and Eli Green. You know, James 66 points behind Brian Wasserman. Well, behind for that top spot. And Eli Green 88 points behind the top spot here. Not really looking too promising for James and Eli. I think right now the best thing they can do is get the most positions and points they can and try to get into the top 10.
And they would need a lot of help. But really, I think, honestly, if you're right around where Pierce Moffitt and Patrick Moore, 35 and 37 points back, even Kyle Knapp to an extent, 31 points back, you need a little bit of help. You could go out there, score the maximum points and those kind of things. But really, I think it's going to be from Rodrigo to Brian Wasserman. That's the most entertaining battle right there between first and seventh. I'm from Indiana, sorry. From first and seventh there. That's 17-point spread. This race tonight, man, you know, we talked about, a few weeks ago, Talladega being the wild card for the Xfinity and Cup guys. This might be their Talladega here tonight.
Oh, and it could be a very big possibility. We're going to count them down here in practice at about 5 seconds to go from 1 to 7th here tonight, according to Gary. It's very, very close. Got to pick on Gary, sorry. But, hey, we got more. We got one more race after tonight. We'll get more on that later on. But first, let's step away, play the national anthem. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. fights you and me. The name of the fray, we are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, just that star, spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
Alrighty, folks, welcome back here tonight for the 1st annual Doug Design ARCA Series race here at Phoenix. Got to pick on Gary here tonight. He's going to crack up laughing. But, Gary, on a serious note here, we have our picks, and let's go ahead and do that right now because qualifying will be coming to an end here in about less than 30 seconds. And our picks here tonight, they proved it in practice, and they're proving it here in qualifying. 1 and 2 here tonight.
Yeah, we picked the front row on purpose. We got Rodrigo Loga. That's your pick. He's going to be starting from the 1st position. I'll just go with it at this point. And second place, my pick, Shane Wolf here this evening. So in that 83 machine.
Yep, Rodrigo Loga, James Shane Wolf, and yes, both of them are chase drivers, as well as Brendan L. Book, Brad Slaughter. Rounding out the top 5 will be Sean Corcoran, who is looking to go back-to-back here in the ARCA Series. But let's go ahead and dive right into it for the ARCA Series. Team points here tonight coming into round number 4 of the chase. Virtual Racing Alliance up in the top spot with 445 points. Kicking Asphalt Racing in 2nd, 402. Samson Motorsports in 3rd, 346. East Coast Motorsports in 4th with 333. Prime Time in that 5th spot, 323. Evans Wells Racing in 6th, 306. 4X Racing in 7th, 259. And BDE Legacy Esports in 8th with 194. We get to the overall team points coming into round 4 week for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com for that team championship. And right now, Virtual Racing Alliance, it is their team championship to lose here, folks. They are up in that top spot with 4,212. That is 4,212 points. That's for all 4 series combined. Prime Time in 2nd with 39.65. East Coast Motorsports in 3rd, 37.23. Samson in 4th, 33.42. Evans Wells Racing in 5th, 30.12. Kicking Asphalt Racing in 6th, 29.84. 4X Racing in 7th, 25.14. And BDE Legacy Esports going to round out that 8th position here for the overall team points with 12.99. But Gary, we got 2 races left. That includes tonight. Anything can still happen. But right now, VRA looking pretty strong.
Yeah, VRA has been looking pretty strong since we unloaded those cars at Daytona back in April. So they have had a hell of a season, and it's really their team points championship to lose right now.
Yes, it is. Gary Wells with a $9.99 donation. Gary, thank you so much, buddy. Do appreciate it, man. It's not all about the money, but, that does help. But thank you so much. It looks like we've got people in chat here tonight. I got about 20 watching here this evening. Brendan Kennedy out there. It looks like Bam Bonnie Tastic out there. Glad to see that's a new name. Dennis Ansman out there as well. Zach Ogburn. Who else we got? Gary, of course. Scott Hidd going to be picking Brad Slaughter out there again here this evening. And, of course, Brendan Kennedy. out there again as well. But glad, thank you all for all the support here. Like I said, I'm not at 100% here, but I am feeling better. We will still do the boogity 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 here tonight, so that might blow up my voice again, but we're going to still do it. Gary, what do you expect here, really? I mean, Phoenix, mile track, it is flat. There is some banking, but not a whole lot. You got the open dog leg, and you also have round 4 of the chase at that. And, of course, everybody trying to maximize the most amount of points that they can.
Well, I expect it to be a good race here this evening. I think the real tricky part, we haven't really talked about that yet either. On brand new tires, turn 4 gets pretty light, pretty loose. It gets pretty tricky coming out of there. So really just watching your throttle, these drivers are really going to have to watch that, the throttle input. If they slam it too hard, they could go sideways. And when you go sideways here at Phoenix, coming off of turn 4, Josh, we see it. Narrow straightaway. It fills up the straightaway pretty quick when these guys wreck.
Yes, it does. Well, we was talking about it earlier. I'm going to go ahead and I made a little song out here tonight for everybody. Gary was talking about it earlier, but as the sun goes down over the horizon, the cars get looser as the sun goes down. That's kind of what we got going on here tonight. So as the sun continues to go down, these ARCA cars are gonna get loose here tonight. I know Gary's just cracking up laughing. So I went ahead and done it. We're gonna do it early, but Gary, I think it's gonna be a good race. I think we're gonna see a long green flag run here tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, we definitely can see a long green flag run here tonight, but it's those cars for the ARCA cars. They do get loose here as the run does go, as the night goes on. Can't even talk English today.
English.
It's not my first language, I guess, but
yeah,
no, it's just going to be really tricky here. These guys getting loose, even turn 2 as it's tricky points at times. So these guys really going to have to hit their marks, maintain their track position all night long, and hopefully not make too many mistakes. And if you make a mistake, hopefully it doesn't cause a multi-car wreck.
Yeah, and we talk about the big one mostly at super speedways. Here at Phoenix, it can happen. Early on in the run, getting loose like you was talking about, if somebody goes around and people can't get out of the way or dodge it, you're looking at a pileup.
Yeah, you're looking at a pileup in a hurry. And this is one of the faster flat tracks that we go to that are a mile in length. One of the faster pit road speeds. I've seen pit road speeds at tracks similar to this size even be 35 or 40 miles an hour. So a little bit of a faster pit speed. And it's going to be tricky getting down to 45 miles an hour if we do have green flag pit stops, because that apron down there in turn 3 gets very dirty if there's no rubber laid down there. So that car will slide if you hit the brakes too hard, and you can slide and hit the barrels there at the beginning of the pit lane there, or worse, you come down, you get loose, and you hit the inside wall too. So really going to have to be paying attention tonight as these guys are going through here. And if we do get a long green flag run for pit stops.
Yes, we will. Looks like they are out of the drivers' meeting here. Let's go ahead and interview the man himself, grabbing the pole out here tonight, Rodrigo Loga, buddy. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you, Joshua?
I am doing okay, much better than what I have been feeling. But Rodrigo, you are grabbing the pole out here tonight. Congratulations on that. How does the track feel here this evening?
Feel good. I'm scared. It's my first pole in the season. So, well, the track is good temperature. So it's very difficult the turn 3 and turn 1. So, well, I want to get my first win this night.
You want to get your first win? Well, we would love to see it, Rodrigo, buddy. Good luck out there, and congratulations on pole here tonight, bud.
Thank you, Joshua. I expect to see you on the end of the night.
All righty. Let's hope. All right, getting back down there. Looks like he is down there in DDR, which would be Doug Designed Racing. Him and Fernando Gamboa are down there. Maybe we're seeing something may form before next season, Gary.
Well, I know. I don't know if Doug has made this official, but I think he is looking to start a team for next season. So I think he's just trying to bring in a few guys just to give them a place to hang out instead of being up here in this main ARCA lobby. As a lot of these drivers are here tonight, even after the drivers meeting. But
yes,
gonna be interesting to see if Doug decides to keep his team going and if he decides to make something out of it for sure.
yes, it is. Well, that is our pole sitter, Rodrigo Logan. Now, I did get messaged here by our admin. Of course, we got to give a shout out before we continue interviews here real quick. A shout out to Curtis Vollmer, Bryce Sidisak, Michael Atkins Jr. adminning here this evening for the ARCA series. A big shout out to them. Hopefully they have a pretty good night here tonight, but we know how it can be. They got a tough job out there. They got to keep an eye on everything, pit road, track, the whole 9 yards. You know, we have it easy compared to what they have it. So big shout out to all three of them down there. Of course, Rick Donovan for putting on an amazing league over here at Extreme Motorsports. Glad to be a part of it. Gary Wells, of course, for just being Gary, always asking me if I need some help, and he's really stepped up. So big shout out to Gary. Again, and Doug Blackman for, of course, being the title sponsor again here this season for the ARCA series. From what I understand, big possibility he'll be back next season too. So, just the amount
Through the
of
grapevine,
huh?
Through the grapevine.
Through the grapevine, yeah, not official just yet, but Doug does a lot of work here for Extreme. So a big shout out to him, and of course, all the fans out there for tuning in week and week out. Glad to have you. Do appreciate the support as always. But let's get another interview in here, shall we, Gary? We have time, but about 5 minutes left. Who do you want to pull down here?
Oh, I'd say let's pull up my pick, but I don't want to do that. Let's go with somebody that's in the middle of the pack here. What do you say?
Russell LePage, Cody Kepner, Pierce Baffett, Jeff Glockner, Kurt
Let's pull up Kepner. Let's pull up Cody Kepner. This is one of his better qualifying runs here.
Right.
Let's go ahead and pull him up. Cody Kepner, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, Gary?
Well, we see here that you're starting P16, one of your better qualifying efforts of the season so far. Through practice and qualifying here, how's your car feel out there?
It's good on the long run. There toward the beginning, everybody's loose, so it's gonna be interesting tonight, to say the least. But I feel pretty good about tonight. I like ISM. Always been a good track to me.
Yeah, definitely. You think it's going to be a little more of a battle of attrition here tonight? Just kind of let the guys up front or the guys in the back kind of bang each other and, possibly wreck this thing, and then you kind of just move up from there?
Definitely. I think the guy who stays out of trouble and keeps his car clean is going to be the guy that wins this race tonight.
Absolutely. Well, if Josh don't have anything for you, we'll go ahead and let you get back down there. We got about 4 minutes before this race, but just wanted to wish you good luck and have a good run out there.
Thanks, Gary.
Yep. Cody, good luck down there, bud.
Thanks, Josh. Y'all have a good night.
You do.
And so that is Cody Kepner. You got anybody? We got plenty of time here.
Oh yeah, well let's get a non-qualifier here. Let's go with
How about one of the guys starting shotgun here?
Ryan Branshaw.
I was thinking him or Kruder or Sebastian.
Let's go with Lemke.
All right.
Go ahead and get Lemke up here. I believe he's in the lobby.
His mic's muted. Find someone else.
I don't care. Go ahead and pull him up here. Lemke, buddy, got a copy.
Mike's muted.
I don't. He can hear me. Justin Lemke, do you have a copy?
I think he went to go to the bathroom, Josh.
He might have. All right, yeah, we're not going to be able to interview Lemke. Okay, so let's go ahead and how about we see if we can get the
I'm trying
15.
Orlando or
Nolan Neiman.
Nolan Neiman. Where the heck is he at? Is he in the lobby too?
Let's see
He
here.
sure is. I got him.
All right. Nolan Neiman, buddy, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, Nolan, you are electing not to qualify here tonight. It is Phoenix for the first time ever. How is the track? How's the car? And really, do you have a game plan here tonight?
Yeah, so I didn't qualify because the track is super loose, and I just feel like be a lot of trouble out there. So I figured I might as well hang out in the back and keep it clean and try to be there at the end.
All righty, buddy. Well, good luck out there. We got 130 laps. You can't win it on the first one, as well as you know. But it's a long race. So, Nolan, good luck out there, buddy. You see what you can do, man, and good luck. Gary, anything for Nolan?
Good luck, bud. Hopefully we'll see you later.
All right, thank you.
All
Josh,
right.
I know we've got about a minute now, but I was going through my archives. And I think this is the first time we've actually picked the front row ever.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, the qualifying times. Yep. Rodrigo Loga, James Shane Wolf, 1 and 2 here. And we've been watching them both during practice. And Rodrigo he put that pressure on James. But I don't think either one of them was the quickest in practice. I think it might have been somebody else. I didn't write it down as I usually do, but
well, I'm seeing the darndest thing ever. I'm seeing Ryan Branshaw on the racetrack. But qualifying is closed. But he's on the racetrack right here.
Ryan, what you doing there, buddy? I think he's ready to go.
Yeah. Getting a little antsy up there.
All righty. Well, we'll get to it here in just a minute, but let's get them on the grid here tonight. Qualifying grid here on MaxSpeedTV. Rodrigo Loga grabbing the pole with a 27.897. Congratulations to Rodrigo. My pick, James Shane Wolf. Gary's pick will be starting on the outside of him in second. Brendan Book third. Brad Slaughter Jr. fourth. John Corcoran in fifth. Lane Doyle sixth. Jake Busto seventh. James Thorndike eighth. Jeremy Rigney ninth. And rounding out top 10 here in qualifying will be Matt Alverson.
Yeah, and starting in 11th place, we've got Eric Talent. 12th, going to be Kyle Knapp. 13th, Tyler Raw. 14th is going to be Pierce Maffitt. 15th is going to be Russell LePage. 16th, Cody Kepner. 17th is going to be Jeff Glockner. 18th is going to be Carter Coop. 19th, Kevin Franks. And rounding up the top 20 is going to be Ron Schutte.
All right, Fernando Gamboa, 21st. Sebastian Taylor of the non-qualifiers. Fernando, last one to qualify. Sebastian of the first ones not to will be 22nd. Brian Wasserman, 23rd. Justin Lemke, 24th. Orlando Rivera, 25th. Doug Blackman, 26th. Nolan Neiman, 27th. Ryan Branshaw, 28th. Patrick Moore, 29th. And Edward Morris Sr., 30th. Rounding out the field in 31st will be Randy Fruiter. But we got some stuff to go down here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and let Gary run down through what is going to happen here on the start of the race.
Yeah, so there's a couple drive-through penalties and EOLs that we have to hand out here. Well, we don't have to hand out. We're just up here hanging out. But the 4 of Matt Alverson, as you might hear thunder going on behind me. I'm having a storm. Anyway, Matt Alverson, he will have to take a pass through. James Shane Wolf, the outside pole sitter, he's going to have to take an EOL here as soon as they get off pit lane, and he's also going to be taking a drive-through penalty under his first couple laps here after we take the green. And for Shane Wolf, that's just due to causing the last caution. And he also had to get a drive-through last week for doing 3 wide before the exit of turn 2.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that.
Restart. So
that applies here tonight as well. You can't go 3 wide before the exit of turn 2, and I believe they're only going to get 1 pace lap here at Phoenix. That's going to be Rodrigo Loga, going to get him going here. So that pace car is going to dive off to the safety of pit road. There it goes. Pull those belts tight one more time. Rodrigo He is going to be on the loud pedal. Boogity, 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 folks. We're racing here tonight at Phoenix.
And Rodrigo Loga gets off to a pretty solid start there for his first pole. A really solid jump for him. He said turn 2 was going to be a tricky spot for him. He gets through there pretty clean. Looks like James, he's going to be taking his drive through here right now. So he's going to be taking that here.
Rodrigo Loga out of turn number 4. He will lead the first lap here tonight. He's got Brendan Elbook down to his inside. And yes, we do see these drivers coming down pit road. Well, Matt Alverson has yet to come down, but
they have to go one full lap. I was just informed by admin. You have to make one full lap, and then they have to do it. So James going to try it again. He's currently running P8. He's going to do it right now. 4-car going to do the same thing. And
okay, so here comes James. Here comes Matt.
A battle for the lead here with Brendan L. Book and Rodrigo here. Rodrigo going way out of the groove.
Whoa, way outside.
Brendan L. Book and Brad Slaughter almost going to the inside wall there. Almost 3 wide. Here's the under 3.
Oh, don't go 3 wide, guys. This is a little bit too early
and
for that.
Rodrigo
30 points, scraping the wall. And that's the thing we didn't talk about here, Gary, is that wall, that fall will come up on you quicker than the Dover wall.
It comes up on you quick, and especially here at Phoenix, there's something about this wall where with these ARCA cars, it really keeps you up there. But I'm noticing here some early movers. Sean Corcoran here, last week's winner, started 5th up to 3rd, and Lane Doyle started 6th. He's up to the 4th position, so good move by those guys here early on.
Yep, you got to watch Lane Doyle. He's sneaky. It seems like the past 2 races, Lane Doyle has been up. You know, he started in the back, but he's been always making moves up toward the front and just solid finishes for Lane Doyle. They're in that number 32 machine, a chase driver as well. Actually coming in tonight, 1 point behind Brian Wasserman, who started in the back of the field here. Brian, though, he is up now to 20, or back to 24th after starting 23rd. It looks like everybody pretty much single file here early on tonight.
Looks like the 32 and the 74 are side by side. Jack Bustos going to get around Lane Doyle here early. It's very interesting to see the difference of lines that these guys like to take through the dog leg and going into 3. We got guys, you know, staying on the traditional way, so to speak, not going down to the dog leg, and you got some guys that are willing to take it. The dog leg is a little faster if you do it right early on in the run, but as the tires wear out, we might see some of these guys staying on track. It'll be interesting.
Yes, we will. And just trying to do some adjustments here on the microphone here. Make sure everything is okay. We're seeing Sean Corker and Eric Talent coming from 11 to 8. Cal Knapp, Jeremy Rigney rounding out that top 10. This is where they're pretty much nose to tail right about here. 7th through, I would say, 10th, 11th spot here tonight. We've got somebody blinking out up there. Brennan Elbook, though, up in the lead. Go ahead.
I was having some. Jake Bustos was the one that was blinking. He had some quality issues there for a second, but he's back in good shape. He's back in the green. So,
all right. Well, let's take a look here. It looks like we have. Okay, so what we have here, looking at the penalty chart here tonight. Not going to say the notes, but Keith Haney and Ryan Swan are being asked to go to the hauler after the race. This comes from the admins. So, Brennan Elbuck, Brad Slaughter Jr., 1 and 2. They've kind of separated themselves from Rodrigo Loga. Jake Bustos, Lane Doyle. Yeah, single file still yet, but we got Sean Corcoran. He's looking to the inside of the 59.
Yeah, he's looking. And Sean does definitely have a fast car, qualified in the top 5. So, going to be interesting to see if he can, as he's falling back to 7th here, going to be interesting to see if he can make those spots back up here. And Rodrigo, he's been doing pretty solid here. He's back to third, but he is definitely keeping it steady in the third position. But really, there's still their nose to tail up here for this first spot here between Brandon L. Book and Brad Slaughter. So.
Yes.
And everybody, even though they've made their pass-throughs, everybody's still on the lead lap, tail end of the lead lap. Matt is still 27 seconds behind our leader, so he's right there. He'll be in frame in just a moment.
Yeah, you can see the leader right behind him, though, Brendan L. Book. I mean, they're right there with him. That number 4.
Ed Morris Sr., he's about a half lap behind our leader or so. And after they get to Matt, they're going to be passing James here in the 30th spot.
Right now, what they're looking for, what Matt is hoping for here,
is a caution.
Because he could be going a lap down here pretty quickly. 13 laps here under the belt here of 130. And they're getting around this track at about 28 laps. Right now, the best lap, though, will go to, it looks like Brendan L. Book with a 28.182. Very, very, very quick lap there for Brendan L. Book.
Yeah, very quick lap for him, and just seems like our top 3 fastest laps are all in the top 3, with Rodrigo being the second fastest and Brad Slaughter being third fastest. So our top 3 fastest guys are in the top 3. So.
Yes, they are. We're getting back here. Just checking on the field here tonight. There really ain't much going on. It looks like Glockner in a little bit of traffic here. Orlando Rivera looking to the inside of the 24 as they come out of 4 here tonight. Orlando going to overtake that spot from the 24 of Jeff Glockner. Now down into a very quick turn number 1. It doesn't take long from turn 4 to turn 1. Even in these ARCA cars.
These guys down the backstretch get up to about 145, 150 before they get into turn 3, and looks like they're doing about the same going into turn 1. So Phoenix is definitely has a short track field in these corners, but down the straightaways, it's pretty quick.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Rodrigo, he hit 152 going into 3 that time in the 3rd spot. So.
Hey, that's fast.
But they are catching up to Matt Alverson here. The leaders are first and second here.
Okay, I was just looking at a pass here from Jeremy Rigney, going to fall back to Tyler Raw. So you were looking at...
first and second, they're getting ready to lap Matt Alverson. I don't think Matt is going to make it too easy. He's got a fast car, and he has every right to defend his lead lap as long as he can. So he's probably going to give Brendan Book a hard time here.
Well, you can hold that spot. Just don't cause a caution while you're blocking.
Yeah, exactly. If you cause these leaders to wreck here by trying to defend your position, it is not a good thing. Go very well.
We got a caution. Ron Schutte around. No.
Not Ron. I like Ron. What happened?
First caution of the evening here tonight. What happened to the 28?
I know exactly what he did. Coming off of turn 4, and he lost it. I was telling you. He got loose and hit the inside wall, and that's about it. That's about it for Ron. Doesn't look like too much damage there. He's got a little bit in the right rear, but otherwise, not too bad.
All right, well, we are
just all by his lonesome. So.
Yep, the 28 of Ron Schutte. Yep, just comes out of turn number 4, and it's snappy loosey-goosey on that number 28 machine. He tries to save it, but well, he does smack that inside wall pretty good, though. So he may have some a little bit of left front damage there. Yeah. So we'll see how
I don't think any engine damage. I think he's okay as far as the horsepower goes.
All right. Well, the 28 of Ron Schutte, that's kind of obvious here. We don't really even have to look at the penalty chart, but we're going to do it anyways for our sake. Lap 18, at fault 28 EOL, self-fin. So that's just kind of obvious there. But everybody coming down pit road here, Gary.
Yeah, it's going to be a very busy place. These guys have ran, 17, 18 laps under green, so
come down here. It ain't busy at all here tonight.
Come down here, you're going to get 4 fresh tires, of course. Got It'll be an interesting race off pit road. I think Rodrigo might get the edge here. With he doesn't have to go very far to that green cone.
No, he does not. Can he get off and away here before the
He's not
99?
gonna be able to do it.
No, he is going to come out
He'll come out
third. He will come out third. That's going to put Bustos back to fourth. That was really close there between Rodrigo Logan and Jake Bustos. So
yeah, pretty good race down there off pit road.
Yeah.
And here's another place where you could gain the most positions as well tonight. Pit road, especially under caution, it's gonna be key tonight. As the pace car is at the exit of turn 4 here, and the field catches up.
all right, George Gibbs Jr. out there in chat. How you doing, George? Glad to see you out there. Looks like Brennan Elbook is going to be in control here tonight. Brad Slaughterfest Jr. or Sergeant Slaughter, as he is known by some out there in chat. Rodrigo Logan, Jake Bustos, Sean Corcoran, Lane Doyle, Eric Talent, James Thorndike, Al Knapp, and Tyler Raw going to round out the top 10 after the first round of pit stops here for the first caution. Been a good race, Gary. That was a good, solid green flag run here. If I don't say so myself, for the first time these drivers have been out here.
Yeah, first time these drivers have been out here. Good, solid 20-lap run. Not shocked that it was a turn 4 incident. A little surprised.
Anybody is.
A little surprised that it was just one car, but hey, you know, that's a really good start for these guys. So.
Well, they got it spread out. They got some wear on the tires that allowed that separation. So that allowed nobody else really around the number 28. So, you know, tough break for, of course, Ron Schutte. Hey, he'll get back out there. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right, and he's still on the lead lap, so looks like most of that damage is repaired for him. So.
All right, well, coming to lap 23 here.
They're starting to double up here, huh?
Yep, they are. Yep, Brendan Elbook will be on the inside. It's going to be Brad Slaughter to his outside, and Gary going to get him going here. Coming to lap 23. Gary, go ahead.
All right, well, they're exiting turn 2, going through this dog leg. One thing that Curtis emphasized on the start there was not to change lanes too soon. I'm sure he's going to emphasize that again to Brendan here. Going through turns 3 and 4 here for the last time under caution. Well, this caution period, probably not the last caution here tonight. This caution in particular. Going through turns 3 and 4. A lot of chase drivers. Our top 4 out of our top 5 are all chase drivers here. Pace car's off. Leader gets to decide when to go here. And green flag is in the air. So these guys are off and away. Brendan Book, he's going to get a good start here. Yes, and he's going to lead them going into turn 1. Rodrigo going to try to get to the 1. Wasn't able to get it done there. He's going to maintain 3rd and 4th. It's going to be Bustos. He's going to go to the apron.
Yeah, man, we are out of turn 2. If they want to go 3 wide, well, they can.
They can, and I would not be surprised if they do that as the race goes on. As the laps wind down, we could see a lot of 3 wide action going down the back straightaway.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, I do want to emphasize on something here. I should have talked about this early on in the season. If the leader does not, because the leader has control of the field once all 4 tires of the pace car dives off or pace truck. If the leader waits for the green flag, then really it's anybody's ball game. You can go. Oh, we got a car. Who is that?
Looks like he got sideways, but he did save it.
No caution.
Eric Talent showing some talent right there. Off of turn 4.
Back and take a look here on the MaxSpeedTV replay at what happened to Eric Talent. Now, if the leader does not go before the green flag and it waits for the green flag, if you're on the outside, that outside driver can go.
Yeah,
once that green flag drops, it's over.
Yeah, it's free game at that point. Eric Talent showing off his talent right there, able to save that car.
It looks like Limpy having a moment there as well in that number 35. We're taking a look. Yep. Product of turn number 4 here.
For some reason down here at this end of the speedway, it gets really slick as we see Brad Slaughter all over the back bumper here of Brendan Book. Okay. He's going to go to the inside off of 4 now.
Keep an eye on that. We're still under replay because I'm on the 35 of Lemke here to see what is going on with Lemke.
And we got a lead change.
It might have been a product. Yep, Brad Slaughter will be coming up to the lead. Product of turn number 4 yet again. Justin Lemke. But no caution as we get up here.
Whoa, he's on that
buddy.
quarter panel.
Yes, back up live, side by side. He got that run on that outside, Gary.
You can't get a little bit of a run up there as this track starts to lay down some rubber. The bottom groove tends to get a little bit slick, but if you find some fresh pavement up there on that outside, about a lane up off the yellow line, you can really make it work up there. But yeah, these cars get dead sideways going through turn 4.
Yes, they do.
The back end of these cars.
Well, I sung it here tonight. I'm not going to do it again. Oh, who is that? Oh, Ryan Branchall going to be scraping the wall there. He manages to save it. Ashton Taylor going to back it off a little bit and say, okay, I'm going to let you save it, but I am going to be right here with you, number 16.
Yeah, not for long there. Sebastian, he'll be patient here this first little bit, but obviously as these laps start to wind down, and the patience will go out the window. We're seeing James. He's already worked his way up to 20th. He restarted about 28th. These guys have about 10 laps on their tires now, working his way up through the pack.
How patient do you have to be here at Phoenix? I think this is a patience track, yes.
Very, very much patience, very much hitting your marks. It fits into a lot of drivers' driving styles here. Kevin Harvick in particular. In real life, he's won there 1,000 times. As we see Randy Kruger in the wall.
Kruger! Boy, he rode that wall all the way to
here
one.
comes Shane Wolf. He's going to try to... he's going to work his way behind Orlando Rivera. You see Kepner staying up on the racetrack there. This is about 17th position here. Oh, Orlando got loose there. He hit that apron. That gets very slick down there.
Loosey-goosey Orlando.
Able to save it. Incredible job there. And here comes Shane Wolf to the inside. He's going to go to that inside lane. Orlando continued to wash up the racetrack there. A little tight on entry for him, it looked like there.
DDR, EWR, right here together.
Yes, sir. 78 and 83
I'm just going
to...
Yeah, Orlando Rivera is, I believe, a DDR driver. Yes, he is. So...
Yes, and Orlando's doing a pretty solid job here, running the 19th position now. Started 25th as he gets tight and won again.
Really close there to 78 of Kepner, man. He almost
took him out right there.
He almost took out. And we don't talk about much about the bumper hooks. We're going to go back here to Orlando again because he's in traffic. We got Patrick Moore to his inside, but the bumper hooks.
Oh, you can feel that here. It's the biggest here, I'd say, right next to the super speedways there at Daytona and Talladega when you're trying to bump draft. Here you could definitely apply the bump and run for sure.
That bumper hook here, yeah, you can definitely feel it for sure. Well, they, of course, are on at about 14, coming to 15 lap old tires this time by. Oh, Doug Blackman has already taken his car behind the wall here this evening.
Yeah, he had a throughput issue there.
Oh,
internet.
no.
Not internet. Looks like Wasserman, our point leader, is going to let James Shane Wolf go by here. He knows that James is faster right now, practicing some give and take there. Very good job there by Wasserman right there. The Dos Equis 77.
And Dos Equis machine.
He's been solid this year. I mean, he obviously hasn't won anything, but it's still solid. Top 5s, top 10s. It really matters, especially come chase time. If you can avoid all the crap, so to speak, you can really
well, look
really
put yourself in a good coming spot. Into tonight, Gary, up in that top 5.
It shows for the chase, consistency matters a lot more than just winning a bunch of races, as we saw Brad do that at the beginning of the season. Now it's who's the most consistent here? And of course, next week when we go to Homestead, that's a favorite track of mine in these ARCA cars.
But we will be talking about that here later on. We are under 100 to go here tonight. But we still got a ways to go. Jeff Glockner having a moment there. Looks like speed really dropped. They were in the double digits. Jeff Faulkner was at 97 miles an hour. I don't know exactly what happened. However, that did kind of stack them up behind him. Nolan Neiman. It looks like Randy Kruder doing some side-by-side action going on here. Oh, Nolan's blinking out. Uh-oh, can't stay on Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan having a little bit of a blinking issue, but he's up 4 spots already from the start. Started 27th up to 23rd.
Here comes Ron Schutte. He has caught that 33 in the 05, the 05 of Eric Talent.
And those guys spun earlier on
yes.
in the run, and Kruder hit the wall.
Oh,
Talent was the one that almost spun.
He got a little loosey-goosey there out of 4. Loosey-goosey. Everybody gives me a hard time about that saying, but hey, that's what it is. It's loosey-goosey.
Yeah, we see the 83 of Shane Wolf. He's progressively working his way up through this pack.
Who's our biggest mover so far?
Biggest mover? Well,
let's see here. Brandon
Bradshaw, he started 28th up to 12th.
Okay.
And I think that's really...
Sebastian Taylor, 22nd to 13th. Coop, 18-14. That would probably be, right now, our biggest mover. 28.
Yeah, Bradshaw.
Yep, Ryan Bradshaw. Yep.
Up 16 spots, having a solid run here tonight.
James
Hasn't had the best ARCA season in the world, but he's been out here every week trying to gain some experience, and we're on solid here tonight.
Well, like we've got James going to make the pass there over Russell LePage. Russell going to make the pass over Matt Alverson. Nolan Neiman going to fall back. Now he is going to be the outside of Kevin Franks down into turn 3. Turns 3 and 4, Gary, a really, really, really sharp corner.
Yeah, turns 3 and 4, it could be a little tricky. I feel like the braking zone's a lot simpler. You could drive into 3 a little bit harder than you can into 1, just from my personal experience. But getting down to that yellow line and getting the hook down there, that's going to be really important. Turns 1 and 2, you actually got to back up that corner quite a bit more than you expect, especially as these tires wear out.
Well, they have been out here now at about 23 laps.
And these tires are falling off about 8/10 of a second here, 9/10 of a second from what I'm seeing. So
okay, so I put that tire run at about 20 to 30, and really it's going to be even higher than that. So maybe 30 to 40 on tires.
Yeah, I mean, these tires, I was talking with a couple of my drivers before tonight, and they were saying that really the tire wear, it does exist here, but these tires last a lot longer than what you think. I think it's just due to the track being so flat and everybody just having to be so cautious with how loose the car is. They can save a lot of tire here because you definitely don't want to burn up any tires here, but that right rear could really take a beating here at Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Alverson getting around LePage, Brian Wasserman right there on the back bumper of that 82. Out of turn number 2 here through the dog leg, and you can see these drivers.
Here comes the 83 of Shane Wolf. He's going to get around Carter Coop as well. Carter going to let him go. He knows that James is one of the fastest cars here.
Look at James, though, taking that front left tire and putting it below that yellow line.
You can get away with that, but not too often you can get away with that.
Don't know if I would really want to do that.
You can do that here sometimes, but definitely not the most recommended thing in the world, that's for sure.
All right, yeah. Blair Daddy Patterson out there in chat. How you doing there, Blair? Looks like we've got Ryan Bradshaw side by side with Jeremy Rigney down into turn number 1 here. Battle for that 11th spot. Looks like Brian is going to overtake that position.
Looks like James is also working on the 27 of Sebastian Taylor. Looks like Sebastian going to take a higher entry into 3 and 4, while James is going to take the bottom. He gets below that yellow line again with the left front. Makes it work, though.
I think Sebastian just has that run
He had
on that outside.
He had that outside momentum there. He was able to make that car turn a little sooner, backed off quite a bit, and made it work
into
for him.
one and
Here comes
two.
83 again. This is just what's so fascinating for me about this racetrack. There's battles pretty much going on everywhere. A lot of comers and goers, but we're seeing 83 of Shane Wolf and the 4 of Alverson really progressing their way through this pack pretty quick.
Carter Coop got a little bit loose there, and he falls back behind Sebastian Taylor as James does continue and make that pass over the 27. We get
Here
back
comes
up
Alverson
front.
to go down to the dog leg here. He's going to try and get around that 52 that you were talking about there.
No. Well, he did it. Yep, he made it stick somehow. Looks like Edward Morris Sr.
He's going to go a lap down to Brendan Book. Brendan has been able to pull away from Brad Slaughter, about a second and a half now over second place.
Right now, not worried about Brendan Book.
Yeah, not worried about him. Ed Morris falling a lap down, and he's going to be the only car that's at least on track right now that's still running. Going to be a lap down, and he'll get that lucky dog.
Yes, Edward Morris Sr. looking for a quick caution here to get back on the lead lap, but he doesn't want to be a part of it. He just wants somebody to spin it. That's all he wants.
Yeah, all he wants is just somebody to spin
Here
it. As long as he doesn't hit anything, he will maintain his eligibility for that free pass.
Yes, he did. Yes. Brad Slaughter going to get around. Now, Brendan Book at about 1.6 seconds ahead of Brad Slaughter Jr. Jake Bustos about a second back. Rodrigo Loga, our pole sitter, back here in 4th. And Sean Corcoran running out the top 5. Lane Doyle is going to be in that 6th spot. James Thorndyke 7th. Kyle Knapp 8th. Tyler Rawl 9th. And Pierce Mappett going to round out that top 10 here. Lap 52. 53 as they come around the stripe here tonight of 130. Been a good race here, Gary. I imagine here in the next probably... Uh-oh, what'd you see?
I saw the 83 when he got on the brakes. He got a little loose on entry there. Getting around the 11, the Jeremy Rigney. He made it stick, though. And he's going to be able to get up into that 12th position. But he's got Matt Alverson all over his rear end here.
Yes. We're on...
comers and goers right here. We're starting to see that as of right now.
Yes, we are. They've been out here at about 34 laps. That time by
laps or so is what I'm thinking.
And here's the thing. Here in about 11 laps, we're going to be at the halfway mark here tonight.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be in their pit window, I think, to make it the rest of the way here. It's going to be, they might be about 10 laps short, but if they get a couple cautions, which Phoenix is known for doing because it is a shorter track, this is a pass on iRacing. You do get a long run, but at the end, it does seem to have a couple cautions back to back. So I think if these guys get one more caution, they should be good to go on fuel for the end.
All right, Brendan Book up front. Taking
about 2
lap
second lead.
56 here tonight.
Taking lap 56, and he's got a pretty commanding lead right now, about 2.2 seconds over second place, Brad Slaughter. So doing a fine job out there. Yeah, it looks like James Shane Wolf here riding around P12. Trying to see if there's any other battles going on out here on this racetrack. Everybody, for the most part, pretty spread out, single file. Not a whole lot of side-by-side racing going on, but that's just the nature of Phoenix sometimes, as we're seeing Brendan Book passing a few more cars here to put him a lap down. Looks like he's going to lap the 23 here. And the 35 and the 15. So he's putting some guys a lap down now. Next, he's going to be setting his sights on Kevin Franks and Ron Schutte. They're battling here for the 25th position.
All right, getting back here to Ron Schutte and company. Yep, doing a little bit of battling back here. Kevin Franks, Ron Schutte, lap 58 here tonight. I believe it looks like lap 59. I'm wondering who's holding out here. You know,
as far as saving their stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Who's saving? Brendan Elbook ain't saving nothing.
I think it's really our top three, but I think they also know our top five really as well. I think they also know that 83 car is coming, and he has been passing guys pretty easy. He's been making it look at that easy out here tonight. Him and Matt Alverson in that 4 car as well. They're now catching up to the 16 of Ryan Branshaw. You got Ed Morris Sr. up on the outside lane there. Again, just 1 lap down. But it looks like Ed's going to let these guys go pretty easily. I'm hearing something on the front stretch from the 52.
Uh-oh.
Somebody hit the wall.
Carter Coop?
Yes, he hit the wall. That's what it was.
All right. Well,
he's okay now.
We are, okay. No caution. Lap 61. Oh, boy, that's side-by-side action between Carter Coop and the 82 of Russell LePage. That got a little bit dicey there at the moment. Like they got it cleared up here. Carter Coop gonna make that pass.
Really good to see these lap cars are racing these guys with a lot of respect, especially our chase drivers. They really don't want to mess up their championship hopes, and they are doing a fine job letting these guys go, especially our leaders. They've been doing a great job.
All right, well, I see Nolan Neiman's speed majorly drop, but I think that might have been a glitch because he's okay. Jeff Glock got Patrick Moore doing some battling side by side. The 24 of Jeff going to get around the 38 or more.
Yep, looks like Jeff is going to be able to complete that pass.
Well, Brendan Elbook has led 60 laps here tonight so far. Lap 63 of 130.
Yeah, Brendan's just
64. Brendan Elbook he's gone. 2.5 seconds ahead of Brad Slaughter Jr.
Yeah, I'm just watching the back end of our top 10, and Ryan Branshaw and James Shanewolf, they both got loose Alpha 2 at the same time, so some synchronized sliding there by the 16 and the 83.
You've heard of synchronized swimming? Well, they're doing sliding here tonight, folks.
Well, and they might be doing some spin here before the night's over, too. Never want to keep anything out of contention here.
These drivers doing a fantastic job here this evening.
Yeah, we're looking about 5 laps. We're going to see these guys come down pit road here as well, Josh.
As we take lap 65 and next time by over the halfway mark. But let's go ahead and do the halfway caution to count here this evening. 1 caution so far for 4 laps. 66 laps to go. 65 next time by halfway. 1 lead change. That's all we've had here tonight is 1 lead change as we hit that halfway mark here this evening, folks. 1 caution here. Awesome job by these drivers, Gary. Awesome job.
Yeah, Rodrigo was the one that led the first couple of laps there, and after he got up into the wall, it's really been all of the Brendan Elbook show here this evening. So good to see some racing. As Matt Alverson, I don't know if he got loose there, but I saw him turn back to the right off of turn number 2. James is all over the back bumper of the 16 of Branshaw. The 4 sliding up.
I'm watching it here. Watching it.
Pretty good battle here. I think
James
just time to let him go.
And Chaw. That's Ryan Branshaw. I'm just going to call him Chaw here for short.
Yeah, I think these guys are really having a hard time trying to get around that 16. I think the 83 might just be letting the 4 go, hey, no, tires are off over here. Going to pit here in the next couple of laps. Maybe they can extend this run here to maybe 50 to 52 laps. I could see that here.
Let's see here. Lap 48. We are within that fuel window. But the first, when you start the race, Gary, it is a little bit shorter than the later runs because you got the pace lap or pace laps. So you're burning fuel unless you're shutting the engine off. All that plays a factor. But
yeah, most of these guys
running
will
green here for 49 laps. Good Lord.
Yeah, and that's just from when they pitted. So they've really been out at under green about 48, maybe 47 laps here. So, but I'm looking here, man. It's going to get tight on that fuel window. These guys, I think they're going to try to stretch it to about lap 50-ish, a little longer, maybe even 55.
Okay.
I think they're just wanting to make it a no-stop race from here.
They're 50 right now, and Brendan L. Book.
I don't see them slowing down.
He is coming through the hill. Of course, now he's down into turn number 3. It was on that dog leg. But Brendan L. Book out front. No, he is not coming down pit road. He is going to stay out, as well as Brad Slaughter, Jake Busto, Sean Corcoran, Loga, Doyle, Knapp, Thorndyke, Raw, Maffitt. That's the top 10, and looks like everybody else going to stay out with them.
Yeah, and I do want to point out when I get these fuel runs for everybody.
We got somebody coming down pit road. Who is that?
I believe it's the 99.
No, the 27 of Taylor down pit road.
He's going to be our first taker here this evening.
Taylor
all right, good.
Down.
You made me look like I knew what I was talking about. A little bit. All right. I was just about to say, when these guys give me a fuel load before the race, or a fuel run, so to speak, that's just under practice conditions. So
yes.
when they come into the race, things do change quite a bit. The track changes, the pace can slow down. So they give it to me around beginning, mid-portion of practice. They calculate it for me, and sometimes it's right there, right on it, and sometimes it's a little more. So it's just kind of hard to tell.
And sometimes they lie to us.
And so, yeah, I mean, I've been lied to before up here in the booth. Sometimes they like to give me no pit stops. You can make it to the end. So.
All right. All we got, okay, that's the penalty there for the caution. It looks like race violation penalties here. Okay, so that is that. And then, all right, so that is all we have here. Man, good racing out here tonight. Gary Wells, myself, Joshua Medlock up here in the booth tonight. Gary, I have got to say, these drivers here tonight, they have surprised me. They really came into Phoenix.
Coming down pit road.
All right, Ed Morris.
And I believe the 52, no, he's not pitting. He's just, I don't know what he said there. I thought he said he was pitting. The one car, Brad Slaughter, he's going to be coming down pit road here.
Yes, he
First
is.
of our top 3. Made it down there at 45 mile an hour.
At about 54 laps. But I've got to say, Gary, man, these drivers out here tonight, they came out here this evening, and
59 also making a pit stop here. James Thorndyke.
They have
74. Jake Bustos making a pit stop here. Sorry.
They've really shown up here this evening. They
really have. Sean Corcoran coming down. 16 coming down.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to talk here, and Gary's over here telling me pit stops. All right, let's get the pit stops here tonight.
Randy Kruder also coming down.
Corcoran, Logo, Raw, Thorndyke, Brancho, Wasserman.
4 pitting. 99 going to be pitting as well.
Rivera, Rigney.
Look,
who
the 42
else we
of
got?
Maffitt in this time. Corcoran also made a
Maffitt.
pit stop. Kyle Knapp, I think, is staying out.
Coming down. Doyle coming down.
Here
Here comes.
pulling it out.
Nope, Knapp. He is going to stay out.
78.
78.
82. Kevin,
Yeah, I think I've already
Russ
went.
LePage. Almost called him Kevin LePage. Oops.
Looks like Kyle Knapp staying out, as well as that's it. Really,
Yep,
Brendan L.
he's-
Book,
he
he's
has not
down
pitted
pit
yet.
road. So Kyle Knapp is the last driver, aside from Eric Talent in the 05.
57 laps these guys have put
Yes.
on here. Looks
Oh,
like
we've got more
Glockner
drivers.
and
Jeff
Kevin Franks.
Glockner, Kevin Franks, Ron Schutte, and Patrick Moore as we
Yeah, these
as an
top 5,
update.
top 6 have stayed out here. 57, 58 laps for these guys.
Gee, see, we were lied to here tonight, Gary.
Well, I mean, and like I said, sometimes it's a little bit off, and you could stretch it.
Lemke, 57 laps here. He hasn't quite hit that 58 mark,
that
as
pace
well
does
as
slow
Nolan
down by
Neiman or
almost 2
Fernando
seconds.
Gamboa.
Yeah, I'm showing the pace has slowed down about 2 seconds from their best lap to the last lap here. So
I think these drivers may be banking on a caution.
caution! They are
Caution!
picking up
There it
caution.
is.
Someone spun a black car somewhere.
Black car.
That doesn't really give you a whole lot of information, does it? I think the 42.
The 42. Pierce Maffett? All right. Well,
I think so. I thought I saw him.
Okay, he's on pit road here. He's coming off of pit road. Well, let's go ahead and see. He's past the blue stripe. He is on the dog leg. He comes back up on track. Hang on. I go back 40 seconds. So we'll see here out of turn number 4 here tonight. It looks like he is okay out of 4. Down into turn number 1 here.
That was a good call by our top 6 there for staying out.
I
don't think it was him. I'm not sure who it was.
I have no idea. Great description there, Gary.
It was the 77 and the 11 that made some contact there.
Oh, the 77 and the 11. Brian Wasserman. Let's see here if we can go back a little bit further and see what happened. We're going to be on the 77 of the Dos Equis machine of Brian Wasserman.
And only 9 cars on the lead lap here.
Ooh.
More after wave rounds and such. But our top 9 were able to be on the lead lap when that caution came out. That's what the top 6 staying out for fuel and such and all that kind of stuff.
All right, I'm not going to be able to go back and take a look at that. However, lap 77 at fault will be the 11, and that is going to be Jeremy Rigney. Yeah, EOL for Jeremy Rigney. Alrighty, folks. Well, it's about that time here tonight. We're going to step away, play a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we will be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back here live on MaxSpeedTV, of course. Man, good racing out here tonight. Brennan L. Book is up front here this evening, and it looks like they are still under caution here, or are they doing the waiver rounds here tonight? Can't tell. Gary, mike's yours, bud.
Yeah, getting ready here to go green eventually. Trying to see where that pace car is at. Got a lot of wave rounds, over about half the field or so getting a wave around here. Not quite up to the wave round portion yet. Lights are still on that Ford Mustang pace car. Coming through turn 4 this time. And been a great race so far. Only 2 cautions here through the first 80 or so laps. A lot of respect being given here. Looks like we are seeing our wave arounds now. It looks like Brendan Book is going to be our leader here for the restart. A lot of wave arounds here. Like I said, over half the field. In the middle of the dog leg here. These leaders going to have to catch up pretty quick for this restart. Looks like Brendan Book is going to choose the inside.
Yes, he is. Go ahead, Gary.
Coming to turns 3 and 4. As soon as we take the green, we're going to have a little crank it up here. So pace car lights are off. And the tail end of the field's trying to catch back up. Pace car's in. And green flag is back in the air. We're back underway here at Phoenix, and we're going to have a quick crank it up.
Yes, we are. Crank it up cockpit here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Hopefully everybody enjoys here tonight. Alrighty, folks, caution is out here tonight. Under the cockpit, crank it up to 23 of Fernando Gamboa.
Oh, looks like they were 3 wide.
This.
Looks like they were 3 wide. Rodrigo was on the apron. Rodrigo was on the apron here on the inside, and the 23 just missed the corner. I think he was just trying to let his buddy Rodrigo back up the racetrack, and Cody was up against the wall. Really nowhere to go for Cody. Just
the dog leg. And we talked about the dog leg, Gary. This can be an issue right there. Whoa, the 31 down there. Yeah, he is. He shoots it down low, and then the 23 and the 78 get together.
And that 23 got a big piece of damage right there.
Yes,
the 78, the 78 looks okay, Cody Kepner, but definitely the biggest amount of damage there is going to be that 23 car.
The 23 of Fernando Gamboa will, of course, wait for the official word from the admins here this evening. Lap 87, as they update it from 85. 78 is going to be at fault here tonight. Contact for the 23, 78 EOL.
Okay.
Right. Oh, okay then. As we go back up live here, just getting it from the admins. Like I said, lap 87, at fault 78, contact with a 73, 78 EOL, 78 into the 23 into turn 3. 90 of 130 here. Of course, you know, this is only a mile track, folks, so it's a little difficult to get interviews in because it is so short. Brendan L. Book up front, Kyle Knapp second, Kevin Freight from 19th to 3rd here. Patrick Moore from 29th to 4th. What a run for Patrick. And Jake Musto's going to round out
for 70 laps.
Huh?
Is my ATVO messed up, or has Patrick Moore been out here for 71 laps?
It's messed up.
All right.
Close it out and relaunch it.
I was about to say, he's got a Prius or something under the hood there.
He's driving a 4-cylinder here tonight, folks. No, he's driving a Geo, a 3-cylinder.
Right.
Yeah.
No kidding.
You know, a 3-cylinder, I think these are V8, V12s, something like that.
These guys drive 8-cylinder, so V8, I guess.
Yeah, V8, yeah, 8 cylinders. Yeah, I'll put a 3-cylinder against them. They may be able to beat me on the long run, but guess what? I'm going to get them on fuel mileage. All right, coming out of turn number 4 this time by Brendan L. Book, Kyle Knapp going to be here. I believe we're going to get the one to go this time by. If not, yep, one to go. It looks like.
Yeah, now I'm seeing everybody's been out for 92 laps, so yeah, my stuff's all messed up here.
Oh, well, mine's fine. Did you relaunch it?
I did.
And it's still saying 92 laps.
And now it's not. No, that was after I relaunched it. It was fine before I did that.
Wow.
Thanks, ATVO.
Yeah, we might have to get that updated, Gary. So, all right. Well, Brendan L. Book up front. Kyle Knapp in second. Brendan has chosen that inside line here tonight. Kyle Knapp on the outside. Chase driver. 1 and 2 here. Pace car's going to dive off to the safety of pit road. Going to be in Brendan's hands again here tonight out of turn number 4. He's on the loud pedal. Green flag back out again here tonight.
Yes, sir. They're on lap 93 of this race. Lots of racing left to go. Brendan Book with a good jump there. Him and Kyle Knapp both. Everybody side by side. All the way through the pack here. Almost 3 wide. We're seeing it 3 wide right here.
Are 3 wide back
3 wide.
here.
It looks 2 or 3 rows deep, it seems like.
3 wide. I'll go ahead and do it. I can't do it as loud, folks. Oh! Driver into the inside wall. Rivera. No caution. Cody Kepner also taking a piece of something, or he just locked it down. He is gonna, fall back, but he didn't get into anything, it looks like. Lap 94 of 130, lap 95 as we see that side by side and potential 3 wide and the 77!
77 locked it up.
Caution is out. Here we go, 33 around. We have a big one here.
Yeah.
The 11 of Jeremy Rigney going to be involved. But it started right up ahead.
Yeah, it looked like the 77 was just trying to get around the 62, and then I guess the 1 just launched the 77 and said bye-bye.
Yep.
And that caused a big wreck right there.
As we look at it here, we're going to be on the Flacky 77 machine. We'll see the 62 right there on his outside. We see the 1, and then right there it was contact.
Bump and run. And that is not very good racing etiquette. You never want to hit somebody going into the entrance of the corner there.
Yep.
I don't know if Brad just mistimed the braking point there or what the case was.
I don't know either, but that is
just
going
dump the point
to
leader.
set the 77 and the 62. They're going to make contact.
More ways than one.
Yep. And then There, the 0533. It looks like the 59, the 11. That's where the 11 of Jeremy Rigney is going to get involved in that. Of course, we will, of course, wait for the official word from the admins on this call here tonight. Alrighty, folks. Yep, Brendan O'Book. Pit stops here as
Looks
Gary
like our back
was-
end here. Ron Shooty, Eric Talent. Thought I saw another car. Looks like 4 cars here.
Thorndike.
Possibly.
Yeah, Thorndike. He has been on. Yeah, he's been in his pit stall here in about 25 seconds.
And Limke is also taking his free
Taylor's
pass
off
here.
and away. Extreme Motorsports and 99.com out there in chat here. That is the man himself, Rick Donathan. Glad to see you out there, Rick.
And they're calling that last caution a racing incident there between the 77 and the 1 car.
All right, a racing incident here this evening. So, RI going to be charged here with an EOL here tonight.
Yeah, RI, you know.
RI, racing incident, going to get an EOL. Brendan L. Book up.
That's only when Nick Hunt runs the show, okay?
Big shout out for Nick out there. I don't know if he's watching, but yeah. Putting in that stuff, yeah, I see how it is.
That's on Thursday nights for Cup. You only see that there, okay?
All right, Brendan L. Book, he's led 91 laps here tonight. That cannot be beaten, so he will come away with the most laps led here this evening, no matter what happens to Brendan L. Book.
Yeah, no matter what happens to Brendan here, he's going to be having a really solid night here. Definitely led the most laps up to this point, so.
Ah, okay. I see. Well, I know they had a big earthquake in Northern Carolina a couple of days ago, yesterday or today or somewhere like that. Thoughts and condolences to everybody out there affected by that. 5.1 or 5.2, I believe it was. They say it was one of the biggest ones ever that happened in Northern Carolina. Hopefully everybody is A-okay out there, and that's the biggest thing here. But we are coming out of turn number 4 here, and Brendan L. Book is going to be in control of the field once again. As
He's
the
put on a
pace,
dominant show here tonight.
yes, he has. As the pace car lights are off again here tonight. Go ahead, Gary. Get them going.
Yeah, these guys getting ready to double up here. Not one last time. So we got 31 laps to go. 30 when they take the green. But everybody playing it nice and easy. I think that's going to start to change pretty quick here. Bryce Sinisek, one of the admins, giving some encouragement to our ARCA drivers there. You guys don't get to hear that, but I do. Just tell them finish strong here. They've been running really good. He wants them to keep it together. Pace car lights are off. Like I said, on that Ford Mustang pace car, going to make the left turn right about now. There he goes. Brennan can go whenever. He's probably going to go right here. Green flag back in the air. We're underway at Phoenix. Brennan with the heck of a launch there over Kyle Knapp. Kyle going to be able to get to the bottom, though. They're going to be single file and side by side, kind of a mixture. These guys running really, really good here. I don't see any 3 wide in the back.
Hang on a minute. Go ahead, Gary.
We got Brennan Elbuck going through here. Sean Corcoran having a good run in the top 5.
As a hack
Go
up
ahead
a
and get on
lung.
him. Running in
Matt
that third position.
Alverson. Oh, we got lockup going on back here with the James Shane Wolf as we are going to go.
Yeah, they're going to go 3 wide.
3 wide.
Here
Oh,
it
buddy.
James going to be able to have that preferred line as they go into 3 and 4 wide.
4 wide. Not quite, but good Lord, that was close.
Woo, 4 wide there for a second.
Wow.
Not expecting that. I was expecting all the 3 wide, but not 4 wide there. That was insane. These guys driving their brains out here. James Shane Wolf coming up to about that 6th position here. He's been in the back all night long after starting outside pole. Going to be able to make that pass cleanly.
We got some 3 wide going on
He gave
behind
4
him.
spots that last ride there.
Wow.
He's about 10th. Now he's 6th.
6th position. Oh, the 62 around. Caution is out. We got another one involved. Let's go back and take a look at it. What happened here tonight on MaxSpeedTV? Tyler Raw.
Got loose. It looks like Brian Washington finished him off.
Oh.
Might have been a little bit of net code there, though. We'll take another look at it, I'm sure.
Yep. Going to be on the 62 here of Tyler Raw. The 32. On the outside, we see the 27, the 77.
Yeah, Tyler just got back into the gas and got loose, and Brian just finished him off there to the inside wall.
All right, out of
78
turn.
also
Number 4 here. Yep, right there. Gets a little loosey-goosey. Tries to save it. And hard into that wall. And then right here, the 78 goes. Maybe the 78 got a little loose there as well.
Self-spin on the 62. Gonna get the
All right.
call from the admin tower there by Bryce Sinesak.
All right, 62. Self-spin.
And I don't see, well, we got some takers
Brandon
here.
Nelson. Oh, no, we don't.
Oh,
okay.
they faked.
Yeah,
No,
we do. Yeah, we do.
Oh,
Yeah, we do.
hold
Yeah,
on.
we do.
Nope. No takers.
Yeah.
Just one.
Matt Alverson.
Wow, they really confused me right there.
Matt Alverson down pit road. Looks like Nolan Neiman coming down. Eric Talent, Kevin Franks, Tyler Raw, of course, coming down pit road to get that damage assessed here.
Yeah, looks like Alverson going to come down pit road. Tyler Raw going to get an EOL and also going to come down pit road. Eric Talon is down pit road. 4-car was about to roll away there. There he goes.
All right. Well,
this is going to be another wild restart. Shane Wolf was able to work his way down. Well, 6th that last run. Then when Alverson pit, James was able to get up to the 5th position. So, haven't really seen James up front all night. He's been about top 10, top 12 there due to the circumstances there of having to take that pass through under green under the first run of the race. So he's worked his way back up. He's up to the 5th position. Going to be interesting here with our top 5 being Brennan Elbuck. Then we've got Kyle Knapp, chase drivers. Then we've got, looks like Sean Corcoran here. Yep. He's in 3rd. Not a chase driver. Patrick Moore, a chase driver. James Shane Wolf, a chase driver. Pierce Moffitt, a chase driver. Brad Slaughter, a chase driver. Jake Bustos, a chase driver. And that's going to round out our top 10 with the chase guys. So.
Well, Ryan Branshaw 9th and Carter Coop 10th. Non-chase drivers. They still have a chance, though, to kind of upset the top 12 in the points, Gary. I mean,
and I really think that 43 has the best shot out of all of them, being up in that 3rd position. He's got the track position. We've seen that, Branshaw can be really good on the long run, same with Carter, but getting up to speed, they just haven't quite had that, how do you say it, oomph up to speed.
The oomph.
Yeah, the torque to get going on the restarts. So, and that also is, saving their tires here. But, we've got about 20 or so to go. It's no longer about saving here. It's about driving that car hard and trying to get a W.
It looks like 23 laps before we get that 20 to go. Lap 108 of 130 here this evening. 10:08 Eastern, 9:08 Central Time here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. And Brendan L. Book, he has hit the triple digits. 101 laps led here tonight.
I think he's led the most laps. We can
He
give him
did.
that point now.
Yeah, see, he has.
Well, he got the most laps led. He started in the top 12. Good points night for Brendan in his push to the championship here. And I think he's at 0x2, if I'm not mistaken. So, and that's another plus 2 points right there. So he's racking in all he can get. That's for sure.
Yes. All right. Well, Cody Kapner, unfortunately, taking his car behind the wall here tonight.
Yeah, got a lot of damage to that last wreck there with Tyler Ross.
He is done. Jeff Glockner done here tonight as well as we get the one to go here. Pace car lights are off. Brendan L. Book, Kyle Knapp, John Corcoran, Patrick Moore, James Shane Wolf, top 5. And Brendan has chose the inside line once more here tonight.
Yeah, he's choosing that inside line. No reason to change it now. You've led 102 laps, so I don't see a reason for him to be changing it right now.
I don't see no reason either. Go ahead and go with what's working for you.
Exactly, especially when we get down to the later portions of the race. I think we're going to see another wild and crazy restart. Might see some 3 wide and, might see some 4 wide here.
Through that dog leg, you might see 6 wide, but we won't talk about that here yet.
Don't want you to lose your voice on Monday here.
No.
Pace car's in.
Pace car dives off. Brendan L. Book is going to be in control. Out of 4. He's on the loud pedal, and the green flag flies again here tonight.
Jump there by that 99 car. Now, Knapp wasn't quite able to get down to the bottom on Sean. It'll be interesting as they come down the backstretch here.
Through the dog leg, here comes James.
He's going to be able to get that position on the 43. He's able to send it right in there. 83 getting a little loose, it looked like. 43 going to be able to put the power down. 83 saves it there.
That kind of setting, that allowed Corcoran. 20 to go here tonight. Corcoran in third.
Here comes Brad Slaughter down there to the bottom on the dog leg there. He's going to be able to get an edge on that 83 car.
And he is going to slide right up in front of James. Patrick Moore, Pierce Maffitt. Maybe a potential battle back here between these 2 drivers. 4-6. Caution is out. Russell LePage.
Seeing Russell LePage and the 14 getting together.
Oh, Edward Morris Senior in the 14. LePage in the 82.
The 82. Russell LePage, it's all him. He got loose down there in turn 3. Probably going to rule that as a self-spin.
All right, we're going to take a look at it here.
Very end.
Looks like the 14 there on the dog leg as well. The 82.
Tricky turn 4. 3 and 4. Been really tricky for a lot of our guys tonight.
Right there it was. The 82 gets loose. 14 clipping him. Yep, you are correct. Clipping him there on the outside. Just going ahead and send him around. All right, 82 self-spin here. 18 to go here this evening, and this has been a quick race. We take a look at the caution count here as we are under the 20 to go. 6 cautions, 25 laps, 18 laps to go. Coming to 17 this time by 3 lead changes now, but it has still yet, Gary, been a good race. Seems like the cautions are unfortunately breeding the cautions. Yes.
Yep, breeding the cautions here tonight. It's interesting. That's for sure. But lights are still on the pace car. I think these guys want to go back green here. Going to be 15 to go or so when they take the green flag yet again. I haven't kept up. How many cautions have we had here so far?
I just read that out. 6.
6. There we go. Rodrigo Loga going to be the lucky dog here tonight. He's going to be taking the outside here. Or I'm sorry, I guess it was the 23. Gamboa.
Fernando Gamboa. He is one lap down. So
yeah, it looked like he took his lucky dog just now. So
okay, so he's coming back around here.
Want an interview?
I don't know. We're on the back stretch, and it don't take long for these drivers to get around, Gary. You know that.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So
takes them a minute to get around. Literally a minute. Looks like they're getting ready to double file here. The lights are going to be off, Josh, right now. I think. Nope, they're still pacing.
all right, well, go ahead and grab somebody up, Gary, if you want to.
Yeah, let's pull up that 83. Let me pull up TeamSpeak here. Give me just a second. Move that over here. James Shanewoolf, got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir.
Dude, talk about your race. You're finally in the top 5. You've had to scratch and claw, work your butt off here to get up into this point in the race. Talk about your car here, bud.
Oh man, this Elite Entertainment machine is quick tonight. If I can keep these 4 tires under me with these last 15 laps, I think we have a real good shot at it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we saw you make it 3 wide, then we saw Brad Slaughter make it 4 wide there a couple of restarts ago. How was that?
Honestly, it didn't faze me much, but it had my spotter really nervous. he didn't think we were going to make it through that.
Well, you did, and you've been one of the faster cars here all night long. Looks like you do have the fastest lap of the race, I think. So, good luck to you out there the rest of the way, and who knows, maybe we'll be interviewing you afterwards.
I hope so, man. We're gonna give it all we got.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to you the rest of the way here.
Thank you, bud.
As I move him down there, back to his team. 1 to go here, Josh.
Yes, it is.
Quite
1
a
to
few more caution
go.
laps I think we were both expecting.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, 14 to go. Coming to 13. Gary, go ahead and get them going here. Coming to 13 to go.
Well, coming to 13 to go. Lucky 13 here. Lights are off on that Ford Mustang pace car once again. You got Brendan L. Book in first, Kyle Knapp second, Shane Corcoran third. 4th place going to be Brad Slaughter Jr. And rounding out the top 5 going to be James Shanewoolf. 3 or 4 out of the top 5. All our chase drivers there. 5 out of the top 6. Pace cars in. Brendan going to get another good start here. I think Kyle's starting to figure him out, but still can't quite get it done. Here comes Sean to the inside of that 12 car. Going to be side by side down the back straightaway, and that's all that 99 car wanted to see.
As they are going to go side by side, 13 to go. Here's somebody doing a little blinking there.
Almost 3 wide there. Look like behind these guys.
Gerda Cook, Ryan Brand, Sean, I believe Patrick Moore involved in that mix here.
Here comes Sean Corcoran going for 2nd spot again on Kyle Knapp.
Corcoran!
There goes Brad Slaughter.
Oh, 38 going to tag the 1. Brad Slaughter going to go sideways. Going to go back and take a look at it here at the caution. Brad Slaughter running up toward the front here in about that 4th position. Oh, Still seeing here what happened to that number 1, the 83, right there. And, well, that was close here. Get a chase view on that between the 83 and the 1 here tonight. As they come around to the corner, it looks like, ooh, maybe some hammy netcode action going on. Maybe some contact. Not entirely sure here. We'll wait for the admin call. Very close, however. That's going to send Brad Slaughter Jr. sideways. And then a little tag there as the 38 locks it down into that number 1 machine.
Yeah, unfortunately, that accident there, it's tough. 10 to go here. They do have one attempt at a green-white checkered.
Yes, they do. All right. Do we have a call from the admins here tonight?
I did hear Bryce talking, but I couldn't quite understand it here, so I'll read it off. 83 going to get the EOL after contact with the 1 car. There goes that run for James Shanewolf we were talking about.
Oh.
There it goes. He's going to have to fall all the way to the back. Beep, beep, beep. Back it up. All the way to the back. There he goes.
I still would not count out James Shanewolf, though.
I wouldn't count him out either. There's not many laps to go, but he might be able to get top 10, maybe top 15 out of this. But
I think he can go. I think he can get a win.
if he makes it 3, 4, 5 wide down the dog leg a couple times, he might.
9 to go here tonight, folks. 9 laps remaining here for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Doug Design ARCA Series. Chase race round 4 here at ISM. Phoenix, for everybody that does not know. They went from Phoenix to ISM back to Phoenix. So, whoever owns that track, make up your freaking mind, please. I'm going to call it Phoenix. Presented by MaxSpeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, Gary Wells up here in the booth. But we coming to 8 to go. I don't think we're done with cautions, unfortunately. I really don't.
Well, I'm amazed that these cautions, these later pace laps, have taken a while.
Yes, they have. Are we going to get the 1 to go here? Nope.
No, sir.
Get Lane Doyle up here real quick if we can.
It's less than 10 to go.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah, 8 to go. My bad. Nope. No interview. Nope. Really don't want to. I mean, started out very, very strong, and it's still good racing out here tonight, folks. I mean, just these cautions, Gary, we talk about it week in and week out. Cautions can breed cautions, and tonight, that's what it's doing. Started out real strong.
We saw for the first 81 laps, only 2 cautions, and it's kind of been downhill from there. So
downhill from there, yep. But still, a good race. This track is flat. There's not really a whole lot of room to work with. So, as the laps wound down, these drivers just trying to get everything that they can here. Coming to 7 to go this time.
Yes, sir. And it looks like they're going to be getting ready to take the green 6 to go when they take it here.
Yep.
I feel like these pace laps are getting longer and longer.
Talladega, folks.
Feels like it. This is their Talladega here. With all these wild cards here.
A 32 out there watching here tonight. Big shout out to everybody out there tuning in here this evening. Thank you all so much for the support. I'm sorry I know I'm loud, but I'm not as loud as I usually am. Still not 100% here, folks. So
we can hear it in the coffin, Josh. We hope you get better.
Gary, get them going, bud.
All right, well, we see that pace car once again, and in turns 3 and 4, getting off the track, coming to the line, green flag, back in the air. Brendan L. Book once again, getting a good jump here. These guys fanning out. Looks like Kyle better restart there, able to get to the bottom there and stay behind that 99.
We're going to go 3 wide behind them.
3 wide behind these guys. That's right.
And back to 2 really quickly.
Still 3 wide.
Oh, the 08 is around.
Oh,
this is going to be a big wreck here.
Looks like
Well,
4 there.
not
Matt
as
Alverson.
big as what I thought it was going to end up being, but Orlando Rivera and Matt Alverson is going to get the rough end of the stick
Looks
there.
like there's some bumper hooking there with the
All
4
right.
and the 08, and then collects the 31. Rodrigo just nowhere to go. 59's involved, nowhere to go.
Okay, so other
Yeah.
drivers was involved in this.
When things happen here, Josh, they just happen so
just-
fast. You
yeah.
have to have those quick reflexes.
You don't have any reaction time, as we're going to be here on the 08 of Orlando Rivera here. We're going to see right there the 4.
I don't think the 4 was anticipating that 08 to get on the brakes that quick.
Nope.
And so,
The 4. Oh, yeah,
and again,
right
like we're talking
there.
about, those braking points for other drivers may not be the same as yours.
Exactly. The 408 and then contact with the
4.
31.
4 will get the EOL here.
All
for
right,
contact
and then
with the 08.
59 going to get a piece of that here as well, as we just seen that on the replay. Well, the 4 going to get the EOL here this evening. Looks like Orlando Rivera unfortunately had to tow it to
Lucky
pit
dog.
road.
Side for these guys. One more lucky dog here. Definitely going to see. I think we're going to have a green white checkered here, Josh. What better way to end an extreme race than with a green white checkered? It's a lucky dog. Goes to the outside. Everybody goes to the apron.
Yeah, I would go to the apron too. I
funny
might
when they
even
don't
go
all
up
do
against
that at
that
the same
wall.
time.
I might even go up just against the wall. All right, go by me. You know, Lucky Dog comes around, you got to give him room. So, as much room as possible. I'm going to the wall. So, all right, well, let's see here. Gonna take 3 to go this time. I believe we will have a GWC here. Let's get the official word here from the admins, though. But I think we are going to have the one and only GWC at 10.
I believe you're right about that.
Let me go ahead and poke our admins here. And TeamSpeak, the communication between us up here in the broadcast booth and the admins, TeamSpeak. And, of course, that's where me and Gary are at here as well.
A lot of different rooms that they put here in Extreme Motorsports for their server. A lot of action going on here almost nightly, Josh. It seems like the sports car series down below us and the road side, they're going at least once a week. And you got the road to Indy, they go on above us, at least once or twice a week. And then you got us here in the ovals.
Yep.
4 nights a week. So a lot of action happening here in this server.
Yes, there is. And I believe there's over 800 or 900 people
Connected
with Extreme from the oval and the roadside. So
yes, and then we're going to get a lot more with the Street Stock series.
We got the
Not
Street
broadcasting,
Stocks,
but that is the Lotus series. It is official. They're basically making that the development series, and ARCA is the second tier. So,
and you might see me out there racing some.
Hey, the more the merrier.
I don't know yet.
I told you I'd paint you a car whenever you're ready.
I don't know yet. We'll wait and see.
And by me, I mean Logan.
Logan
Designs. Sponsor plug-in right there. One of our official painters over at Evansville's Racing. So he does a great job.
Yes, he does. Well, this is, Gary, going to be the one and only GWC. So
it's official right here.
Yes, it is. Whatever happens, happens.
I think it's going to be 1 to go here this time.
Oh, they are getting double foul here before they cross the stripe, so I believe you are correct. 1 to go, and I think Brendan is going to choose the
inside
line.
Like he always does.
Like he always does.
Now, from here, Josh,
Ugh.
Anything can happen. It's going to be a
If
crapshoot.
the leader does not cross the stripe to take the white flag,
It's over.
if a caution comes out, that's it. If the leader takes the white flag and they pile it up behind him, guess what? It's a race to
donkey
the
time.
finish line. So
Exactly.
this is Phoenix, folks. First time ever here
And,
for Extreme.
Curtis Farmer, main admin of the ARCA series, encouraging the drivers, have a nice tight restart here. Nice clean restart to end the race here. So,
And that pace car is going to dive off here to the safety of pit road. Brendan L. Buck leading 123 laps. Green flag is out, 124, as the green-white checkered flies here tonight.
and that 16 was all up that 12 bumper there going into turn number 1. He gave a heck of a push there to cut on that. But they're going to be single file for third. It's almost 3 wide for
They
4.
make it to the white flag here as they go side by side. Buck coming out of 4, coming across the stripe.
This is it right here.
White flag in the air. 1 to go here tonight. Kyle Knapp all over that back bumper of the 99.
These might do a bump and run here. Here comes Kyle to the inside.
Down into 3.
He's going to beat him there.
No, this is going to be
tight.
close. They're both going to slide it. They're both going to go. Brendan going to have it. They're wrecking behind them. Brendan L. Book going to win it here tonight. But Kyle Knapp, Gary, Kyle Knapp not without a fight from Kyle.
Yeah.
Man.
Kyle was able to really make it stick there to the exit of 4. He got loose, and he really drove it safely to the line there for second. And Sean backing up his win last week with a 3rd place.
Yes, he did. Sean Corcoran in 3rd here this evening. But congratulations goes to our winner here tonight, Brendan L. Book, of course, dominating the most of the race here this evening. Kyle Knapp in 2nd and Sean Corcoran 3rd. Give us just a few minutes, folks, as we bring up the top 3 up here for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show and watch Brendan L. Book burn it up here tonight. Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. We have, of course, caught up with our top 3 here tonight. We'll, of course, start with our third place here. Backing it up, not going back to back, but he's going to back it up here for a podium here. Sean Corcoran, buddy, I know you've got a copy here this evening, man. Phoenix here tonight. First time ever. Started off really good. And then the caution started coming out. How did that STP 43 machine feel here this evening?
Well, I was hoping it would stay green like it did the first run there because I seem to be catching guys on the long run. Book and even Kyle there at the end, they had way more short run speed. And you know how it works with the cautions. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, how was Phoenix overall? Did it really get looser as the sun started to go down?
I was definitely chasing the back of the car a little bit more over the course of the long run. And I mean, it felt better, a little looser, I think, as the run went on and you know, the night. That's pretty much how I like to drive the car. So, yeah, I guess it was better as the run went on.
All righty, buddy. Well, round 4 done, over with, out of the way. We go to the final race of the season next week. That's it. You know, round 5 of the chase. Homestead. We're Homestead week for Extreme. Starting off with the ARCA series. How do you feel about Homestead?
You know, I should be fine at Homestead. I think I'll do, you know, a bunch of practice. Like I said to you last week, and it usually pays off if I can get any practice in. Unfortunately, this week with the storm, I lost power pretty much the whole week, but I got it back in time, so I was able to come out and race tonight. So it was fun. I like this track.
All righty, Sean. Well, I love the paint scheme on there. As always, a little bit of a throwback, so awesome job. But, hey, get ready for Homestead next week for round 5 of the Doug Design ARCA series. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate third here this evening?
I just have to thank Doug Design for the ARCA series and Rick and you guys up there in the booth. Thank you.
All righty, Sean. Anything else?
Nope.
right.
Hopefully I get to talk to you guys more often. Hopefully next season's a little bit better.
All righty, buddy. Well, we will see you next week at Homestead, man.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All righty. Well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here tonight, Kyle Knapp. And what a run by Kyle. But Gary Wells has caught up with him on pit road.
Well, Kyle was able to qualify in the top 12 by the skin of his teeth here. Got that extra bonus point. I believe a 0x race there for you, Kyle, tonight. Talk about your run here, bud. You almost got the 99 there in 3 and 4 on that last lap.
Yeah, we had a really good long run car tonight. Them cautions at the end just killed me. I needed like 3 laps, and I think I could have got the 99. But yeah, I didn't want to move them. That's it. I just didn't want to move them.
Yeah, you definitely had the opportunity, though, but good, clean race in there, coming to the end. Definitely got loose off 4. That's been a tricky spot for everybody tonight. How was the handling of the car overall?
Well, I finally figured it out about lap 70. And
Usually how that goes.
yeah, and yeah, it was really good after that. We stayed out, and the caution came out, and got lucky, trapped a bunch of cars a lap down, restarted third, and then literally just hung out in the top 3 the rest of the night.
Well, we're going to see you tomorrow in the trucks, but next week we go to Homestead Miami Speedway for the finale of the season here. What do you like in Miami? Is it a good track for you, bad track, somewhere in between? How do you feel about my Homestead Miami next week?
Never ran the ARCA car there, so I'm going to probably be testing a lot this week. I think I'm pretty much out of the championship hunt, but we'll go there, try to get a W, and end the season on a high streak.
Absolutely. Well, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give us? We let you go celebrate that P2?
Yeah, I got to thank Garrett for letting me drive this car, Rick's Hot Sauce, R&B Custom Rigs, Doug Design for sponsoring the ARCA series, Rick Donathan for putting on Extreme Motorsports, you guys up in the booth. Got to thank my brother for spotting for me tonight, and then my wife for holding my son in for another week so I can keep racing.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations to you there on that P2, bud. We'll let you go celebrate your second place here tonight. We'll see you next week. Well, tomorrow, too.
Thanks, Gary.
Let's go ahead and bring up the man of the hour here.
Well, the man of the couple of hours here tonight. He opened the book out here tonight at Phoenix. I think Brendan knew Phoenix pretty well. Brendan, I know you got a copy. Congratulations on the win here tonight, but it wasn't without a fight. Talk about the race here this evening.
No, yeah, thank you, man. Had a really strong car, I think, over the long run. Those short runs, were hurting me a little bit. I just, was trying to take care of the tires and not get too loose, possibly make a mistake there. So there at the end with all those cautions and little short, like 3-4 lap stints.
Yeah.
Kyle Knapp, he almost got me. I probably was taking it a little too easy. I just didn't want to, make a, push the issue, make a mistake. And then I'm glad he raced me clean. These last couple of weeks, have been really good, I think, for me overall. Minus my that slide job, mistake that I made last week. So 2 dominant performances. I think everything's starting to come together and at the right time. Got to thank, my team, ECM, GT for help with, giving information during the race and whatnot, and all, sponsors, GTR Simulator, Doug Design for sponsoring. So this has been a blast for this year.
Yeah, it's been a good run. You came in tonight, of course, third in the points. You were tied, though, with Jake Bustos, Brad Slaughter for that third spot. You were 7 points behind Brian Wasserman, our leader, and I believe 6 points behind Lane Doyle there in second. Definitely a good points night for you. But
he's going to be our point leader, Josh, by 1 point going into Homestead next week.
Oh, yep. Okay, so the points updated, Brendan. According to Gary, you are going to be the points leader. And speaking of Homestead, the final race of the season. That's it. Round 5 next week. What do you have to do?
That's a tough question. Obviously, the short, easy answer would be say do what I've done this week and last week. With as far as dominating the races. I've clearly, I think, been class in the field these last couple of races. Some people have had issues, so that's helped me out. But just keep doing what I've been doing. I think Homestead. Maybe not on iRacing, but it does compare to Kansas in a way. And so I don't know about the High Line if it's going to work there or not, but I think that I just got to go out there and have a smooth run like I've been doing. Try to stay out of race the track and nobody else for the first part, and then once it gets down to it, just make the right decisions, and hopefully it works out for me.
Well, I gotta say, being only 1 point going into next week, you have to be nervous.
Yeah, a little. It's because one little, like every position matters at that point. Even like getting no contacts versus a two contact incident point. So because that could make or break a championship right there, or leading the most laps, or even qualifying top 12. That's 1 point right there. So every little thing's gonna matter. Do everything right. Like thankfully tonight, I'm pretty sure it was a max points day. So hopefully next week, if it could be the same, then thankfully I won't have to be nervous at all. But we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, man.
You definitely got it covered tonight. Let's see if you can do it next week as well, for sure.
Oh, man. Awesome job there, Brandon, man. Going to lead the most laps here tonight, of course. Going to come away with that bonus point for leading the most laps. You looks like going to come away with 0 incidents as well. So 2 bonus points for you as well. Man, awesome job out here, Brandon. But, hey, congratulations here to you. And any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
Just thank you, you guys up there, put on the show for everybody that's not in the race watching. And then, once again, my team, and then also, Doug Blackman, sponsoring this, like Doug Design, making this all happen. So hopefully, we can finish this season out strong, and then, we can have a, happy off season.
All righty, Brandon. We'll see you next week, bud.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All righty, Gary. Man, good race out here. Yeah, the caution started to come out, but it was still a good race here. If I was calling that, man, I would have put my front fender right to his door.
Well, we did mention up jokingly in the stage room post race that you would put him up into the row 2 of the grandstands at the end of the race.
Oh yeah, we both would have been suspended here tonight. Not playing. Yeah, good ride.
Brendan for language, you for the driving. There we go.
Probably so. All righty, guys. Well, congratulations goes to Brendan Elbook here tonight. But let's get down here to the unofficial results. Pretty good admin stuff they've got going on out here tonight. Brendan Elbook grabbing the wind out here at Phoenix. Congratulations again to Brendan. Kyle Knapp fought hard there on the final lap. Just could not do it. Hey, he'll finish second here this evening. Sean Corcoran third, Pierce Maffett fourth, Lane Doyle fifth, Jake Busto sixth, Brian Wasserman in seventh, Carter Coop eighth, Sebastian Taylor ninth, and Randy Kruder going to round out that top 10, Gary.
Yeah, and Randy Kruder going to gain 21 spots here tonight. Started 31st, shotgun in the field. And, good way for him to close out with a top 10 run here tonight. 11th place, Ryan Branshaw. 12th place, Brett Slaughter. 13th is going to be Nolan Neiman. 14th going to be our pole sitter, Rodrigo Loga. Solid top 15 run for him tonight.
Yeah.
15th place going to be Justin Lemke. 16th place is going to be Ron Schutte. 17th going to be Eric Talent. 18th is going to be Jeremy Rigney. 19th, Tyler Rowan. Rounding out the top 20, Patrick Moore.
All right, James Shane Wolf, 21st. Tough break for James. Kevin Franks, 22nd. Matt Alverson, tough break for Matt as well. There in 23rd, Fernando Gamboa, 24th. Edward Morris Sr., 25th. Russell LePage, 26th. James Thorndike, 27th. Orlando Rivera, 28th. Cody Kepner, 29th. Tough break for Cody. Jeff Glockner as well in 30th. And a tough break for our sponsor as well, Doug Blackman. They're going to round it out here tonight in 31st. But congratulations goes to our winner, Brendan L. Book. But Gary, tomorrow night, we've got the Northern Capital Truck Series. Guess where they're going to be at? Just off the wall.
Yeah, they're going to be here at ISM tomorrow night. Going to be exciting racing there. And then, of course, the night after that and the night after that, we've got Kentucky for our Xfinity and Cup Series. So that'll be some fun to look forward to over the next couple of nights here.
Yes, it is for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. Of course, this is Joshua Medlock, Gary Wells for MaxSpeedTV. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Man, what an awesome race. But until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe and have a good night.